Here's what I'm going to say about all this. The fact that Marvin Harrison Jr. is even considering coming back, that is shocking news to me because I thought there was a 0% chance. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Friday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Unfortunately, we don't have any college football to watch this weekend, and don't even get me started. Yes, I'm extremely sad about it. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself tomorrow. Like I said in the video we uploaded only a couple hours ago, I guess I'm going to have to be productive, which is rare for me on a Saturday. It's not all bad though, because we do got the Army-Navy game, and we're going to be uploading some videos, and we've been uploading a ton of videos, so if you want to catch up on football, feel free to watch those. But that is besides the point. We got to talk about this developing story that I've been following very closely the past few days. And that is no other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Marvin Harrison Jr. reportedly may return back to Ohio State next season. I know what you're sitting there saying. What? Matt, what are you talking about? What's going on? And trust me, I'm in the same boat. I thought it was locked in for certain he's going to the NFL draft. I mean, guys, we are talking about easily, what, a top 6 or 7 pick? To me, I'd walk him in as a top 3 pick, but you never know how the draft's going to go. We're going to talk all about that, and if you don't want to believe my words, Marvin Harrison Jr. has made it evidently clear that the door is open for him to return. At this point in time, this isn't just a rumor. This is something that Marvin Harrison Jr., I can't emphasize this enough, has stated. That's going to be really interesting. Can't wait to get into that. And we don't have a jam-packed video for your Friday, but we got one other topic to go over, and that is no other than the #1 transfer portal wide receiver and what he's got going on. And what's really odd about this is you don't hear too many people talking about this wide receiver, and he's really good. Strap in, buckle up, get your popcorn, snack meal, whatever you like to eat when you watch a video, because trust me, I do the same thing. And as most of you know, we're trying to hit 310,000 subscribers before the new year. I'm not going to pitch you too hard. You know what I'm about to say. If you like the content, consider subscribing. You don't like it, don't subscribe. Simple as that. But I will tell you this. There's a lot of people watching right now. You like college football content, and you're just simply not subscribed. And guess what? It doesn't hurt you to subscribe. It benefits the channel. It's a win-win. All right, Matt, they ain't subscribing. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so first things first. So Leo sent me this on Twitter. Shout out to Leo. Maybe Gray should be worried. Would like your thoughts on this, LOL. What am I looking at here? Is this Jim Harbaugh and Bryant-Denny Stadium? I have so many questions, but number one, what even is this picture? Number two, where did you get this picture? Number three, is that the Connor Stalions headset? What is going on, seriously? I'm going to leave it at that. Let's move on to a serious topic. And that is no other than the breaking news that South Carolina's transfer wide receiver Juice Wells, who, yet again, is the #1 wide receiver in the transfer portal, he is visiting Ole Miss and Texas this weekend. My immediate reaction to this is Ole Miss and Texas both are probably the front runners to land him as well. And the funny thing about it is I think he'd fit in great at Texas and Ole Miss. You got 2 good quarterbacks coming back. You got old Quinn Ewers for Texas, and for Ole Miss, I got Jackson Dart. It's going to be really interesting to see where he winds up going, but let me know in the comment section, where do you think he's going to go? We'll see what happens there, but we got to get a move on to the main topic of the main encore, the main reason you clicked onto this video. What is going on with Marvin Harrison Jr. and Ohio State? Because we're not just going to talk about Marvin Harrison Jr., we also got some other news involving Ohio State. And I might as well show you this since I'm looking at it. Their running back, who a lot of people thought was going to come back, Chip, he's in the portal. I really didn't see this coming. I thought Chip was going to stay, considering Travion Henderson more than likely. He's going to go to the NFL draft. And just like this comment says right here, both these comments, does this mean someone might be staying? Gotta wonder. And yep, that is the current notion and narrative around this Ohio State program right now, is that maybe, just maybe, this means that Travion Henderson will be returning. Because like I stated, if Travion Henderson were to leave, Chip would get a lot of carries next year. Another Ohio State fan right here said, this is shocking, and it got a lot of likes. So yeah, some people are shocked by this. But yet again, it goes back to this. Does this mean that Travion Henderson might be coming back? I have no idea. Maybe he does, but definitely had to bring up that news that Chip, he's out. Moving along here, though, to Marvin Harrison Jr., this is where things get really interesting. Ever since he's arrived at Ohio State, everybody was like, yep, as soon as he can go to the NFL draft, he's gone. And I'm actually curious while we're talking about it, I wonder what his stats were this year compared to last year. I gotta assume off the top of my head his stats this year are worse, right? Pulling it up right here, and yep, wow, I was right, but barely. His numbers, at least receiving yards, are 50 yards worse. Would I label this year as a disappointment for him? No, not at all, because you gotta consider, last year, he had one of the best quarterbacks in the nation throwing the ball in C.J. Stroud, and this year, with all due respect, it was Kyle McCord. I, for one, have always backed up Kyle McCord. I thought it was better than what Ohio State fans gave him credit for. But obviously, his numbers stayed somewhat stagnant and are a carbon copy paste from 2022 just because of quarterback play. Whereas if C.J. Stroud would have came back and he was throwing to him this year, Shoot, man, Marvin Harrison Jr. might have had 2,000 receiving yards. You never know. But this year, his numbers, they stayed the same as last year. And everybody thought after that year he had last year, it's like, yep, after he comes back for his junior year, he's gone. Because for those of you who don't know, you have to play 3 years of college football. You can't just play 2. Or my apologies, not play, but you have to be in college for 3 years. You could redshirt 1, theoretically speaking, and play 2. You get what I'm trying to say. You got to be in college for 3 years. Well, here's the kicker with all this. Apparently, it's not obvious and clear that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to enter the NFL draft because he's made it clear that he might potentially come back. Here's what he has stated about going to the NFL, quote unquote. These are his words. Coming into this year, I wanted to beat the team up north and win a Big Ten championship, and obviously, I did not do that this year. So I think there's a great motive to come back if that's what I decide to do. That's something I definitely want to do in my Ohio State career, and not having done that yet definitely opens the door for me to come back. Whew, what about that? You heard it from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Marvin Harrison Jr., a.k.a. what Gus Johnson calls him, Maserati Marv. He might, and just might, potentially come back for his senior season. What? Hold on. I just got done reading this comment. I got to show y'all. This person said, I know it's absolutely not happening, but the dream is to have him stay. That's not wild, but check out what he said next. Then have Arch Manning transfer in, and we see possibly the coolest thing ever with a whole new generation of Manning to Harrison. What are you talking about? I hate to break the bad news to you, buddy, but as unlikely as it is for Marvin Harrison Jr. to come back, it's 20 times more unlikely that you get Arch Manning in the transfer portal. He's probably not even going to enter the portal. And I can't believe this got 20 likes. That goes to show me there's 20 delusional people out here. That is the definition of delusional thinking. Here's what I'm going to say about all this. The fact that Marvin Harrison Jr. is even considering coming back, that is shocking news to me because I thought there was a 0% chance. But right now, as to where it stands and based off of the words he's presented to us right here, I would say there's about I'll bump it up from 0 to 7. On a scale of 0% to 100%, I'm at 7%. So I'm still not high, but these are somewhat promising words. I still firmly believe he won't be returning just from a financial standpoint. I don't even understand how you can rationalize that for a second. And let's not do this whole, well, money ain't a big deal. No. It's a big deal. Money's a big deal for anybody and everybody. And if he's a top 5 pick, you're talking about right there alone, that's what, $25 million? Even if Ohio State were to put some mega NIL collective deal together, that only equate up to what, maybe $3 million? I get it, he wants to beat Michigan and win a Big Ten championship, but the risk to reward ratio, not very good. And also, you don't even have a quarterback. But if you are an Ohio State fan and you want some hope, I'll offer you this. His dad, Marvin Harrison, played in the NFL, so it's not like his family's struggling, at least from my knowledge. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but I have to assume, right, they're not struggling too much. His dad played in the NFL. We'll see what happens. I'm leaving it up to y'all. Let me know in the comment section, what percentage or chance would you give it that he comes back? I'm saying 7%. That's as high as I'm going to go. Let me know your thoughts down below.